Here we go. Ray Edwards. The bounce of the ball is a good one as well, and the big fella Joyce, he gets this one down, and it's quick kick off the carpet. Fowler comes through, met solidly there by Ian Alley, diving in on the football, should be penalised for mine, but no, play on, says the umpire. That was Added who should have been penalised, but play goes on. There we got an opportunity through from Hartley. Quick kick was a poor one. In front we see, Fairchild, great football, has a bounce too. That's confident football for you. Looks up the half back. Oh, Bookto was pushed in the back. Play goes on, and yes, as our cameraman has suggested, when you wait for it, you pay penance and have the ball knocked away from you, as we see another throw in some 60 metres out from the southwest Gippsland goal. And we've got the two biggest men on the ground, Alec Wysack doing battle with Rick van der Steen.
Very good play there by Fairchild on the back line. He backed his judgment, got the ball, had a bounce and drove the ball clear of defence. We're just waiting on the umpires over there to get a few people who've encroached on the arena off the ground.
Tony Healy doing his job as Terry Hart's warming up, as we see that
right, the throw in, Woodman doing some heavy work there. The ball goes towards the boundary line again. Handball out by Woodman, picked up there for Geelong, driven forward, and a nice mark on the half-back flank taken by South Gippsland. Driven back towards the centre half forward, the big man fly, tapped across, a handball out where we see for Geelong, Mick Turner in the van, picks the ball up, handballs it backwards to a teammate who drives the ball towards the centre, and a high-flying southwest Gippsland player there in Joyce. Picked up for Geelong by Bookter again. He drives the ball down, but no one at home for Geelong. Clearing kick here, out towards the wing. Fowler takes a mark. Spears the ball down towards the half-forward flank. A race for the ball here. Sees Ian Alley for Geelong. He traps it, kicks it back towards the centre. The players fly, tapped on there for Geelong by Turner. In on his hands and knees, flips the ball forward where we see for Geelong, Pilgrim desperate there for the ball, and the ball has gone over the line. And for
that's going to be the success for the Geelong and District Football League with that sort of attitude. They've got to be desperate and want that ball to have any opportunity, as we see Terry Hart coming on for Mick Turner, who's done a fair job for the GDFL here this afternoon. We're going to throw in now some 65 metres from the GDFL goal as Woodman gets the ball down to Alford like lightning, gets it to Cook. His kick was well smothered by Hall. Comes to Fowler now, and they didn't like that treatment either by Shane Coots. As we see the big fella Joyce, he get a quick kick. But it's sharked there by that
Ian
player.
Alley's got it.
Great play there by Ian Alley. He was put down. The umpires have suggested that they're going to let it go. Oh, Glenn Thulburn like a little rat up a drain pipe.
Yes, he did then. Very determined to try and get that ball out. Right, waiting on umpire Edwards to ball it up on the centre wing here.
Ray looks as though he's pretty happy with himself too.
Right, the ball up. We see Big Joyce tap the ball forward. Picked up there by Hall for Gippsland. Ian Alley's in the way. Quick handball to Thulburn. He gets a quick kick as he's given a bit of a shove. Down to the forward line. Over the back, it's tapped for Geelong by Pilgrim. The South Gippsland have got the numbers there. They, with handball, bring the ball back around the wing. A quick kick sees Hall take a mark. A quick inboard handball sees Fowler in possession. A handball out to the big fella in Joyce. He grabs it. A quick handball across the Hall. Kicks the ball down towards the half-forward line. There's a run for the ball here now for Geelong. Picked up for Geelong by Nelson. He's dispossessed of the ball, and a pack develops, and we'll see a ball up.
The Southwest Gippsland coaching boys down in coaching box didn't like Ray Edwards' decision there. Felt that the young Collard was tripped.
Right, we're waiting on umpire Edwards to bounce the ball. He bounces it. Big Joyce taps the ball forward for Southwest Gippsland. In there is Attard for them. The ball's driven out by Geelong. A quick handball across, we see in possession now. David Roach drives the ball around to the half-forward line. And a race for the ball between Neelis for Geelong and Harms for Southwest Gippsland, but the ball beats him across the line, and we'll have a throw in on the half-forward line.
I think you'll find that it was number 7 in Gambetta, who's done a good job on half-back. on that outer side, as poor old Harmsy did an ankle in the early stages of the match. As we see that, big fella in Alford, quick kick up the carpet by Roach, goes to the centre of the ground where Shane Coots traps it sweetly. Well done. Oh, gets hold of a spiral torpedo, kicks it 60 metres, looks there for Mitchell, can't trap it. Nellis comes through strongly, kicks the ball off the carpet, and the Southwest Gippsland boys happy to see it over the line and out of bounds, some 30 metres from the Geelong District Football League goal.
The white numbers on the South Gippsland jumpers are a little bit hard to pick up across.
Bit small, mate. Small, yes, they could be a lot bigger.
Right, Joyce taps the ball forward for Southwest Gippsland, and we see the ball go across the line again.
You've let me down, mate.
5.5 minutes have gone of this final quarter, and GDFL still trailing by 12 points.
Right, we see Woodman and Joyce contesting this throw-in. Woodman gets a tap. It's all Southwest Gippsland there. They've got the players at the bottom of the pack. Fowler brings the ball out, and a nice diving mark taken for Geelong by Thorburn out there on the wing. Transfers the ball back into centre forward. Oh, he waited and propped. Nicely coming through for Geelong is Nelson. Drives the ball down towards the square. The big men fly, and it's tapped through for 1 point to Geelong by the Gippsland defence, which takes now Geelong and District Football League onto 8 goals 11-59. Southwest Gippsland 10-10-70 on the guest video production Geelong and District Football League Bingo Centre scoreboard. The fullback brings the ball out to the half-back line. Up the players rise. Woodman's in there tapping the ball forward. Dives on the ball. Handballs it out. Gippsland comes through. There, a quick handball sees it resulted up with Fowler. He has one bounce going round the wing, has a second bounce, centres the ball into centre forward to a player on his own. He drops a mark, kicked off the ground there for Geelong to where we see Evans for Gippsland receive a high tackle and the resultant free kick right in the centre of the ground.
Boys are going in pretty strongly at the leather still at the early stages of this final quarter, as Evans now kicks long in front. Collard.
Nice.
Gee whiz, he's played good football on half forward for the West Gippsland side as he decides to kick the ball long, but it's a terrible kick. Buchter can't taste the chest mark, but Vandersteen screws the ball at the goals, the big fella, but he's offline.
For one behind, as we see Geelong making another change, onto the ground comes Steve Delahunt, and off the ground we see Adrian Nealis. Right, waiting for Fairchild to kick it in. He kicks to the outer side. A nice drop kick out in the Woodman direction. Up the big fella goes. He's spoiled from behind. The ball's on the centre. Pack develops where we see Coots get it out for Geelong. And there's a ball's gone down towards the wing where we see Gippsland in possession. A quick handball. Renfrey puts on a good tackle. Comes out to where we see number 19 for Geelong. Delahunt get the ball out. He's in there again. Renfrey dives on the ball again. He's desperate for the football, and as the pack develops, and we'll see a ball up.
Alan Woodman wasn't too happy with the big fella there in Vandersteen and exchanged a couple of pleasantries, but nothing serious, as we're just waiting now on Ray Edwards to put the ball down. Throws it in the air on this occasion, and Big Joycey gets the ball down. Pack of players around the footy, pretty untidy, but it spills now to where Alford gets a quick kick up the full forward, and coming out taking a nice chest mark in front of his opponent is Russell Mitchell. Russell Mitchell's kicked 2-1 for the afternoon. Looks up the ground to where Troy Renfrey, his teammate in home and away games from Bellpost Hill, shoots at goal, but gee whiz, Troy Renfrey's had a dirty day today. He's kicked 3 points.
As we are 9 minutes into the final quarter, we see Geelong and District Football League 8 goals, 12-60 points to Southwest Gippsland 10-11-71 on the guest video production scoreboard.
Mark's been taken there by Roseborough, and Rossborough now half-back, member side, kicks the ball long, it drops short. Woodman in front has it knocked away from him. Coots forced to get a hurried kick, and showing some courage there was Rossberg. Feeds off to his teammate in Evans. Gets a quick hand pass to no one in particular. Bounce of the ball sees Thorburn come through very strongly. Quick kick there from Rosborough up there to where Terry Hart flies. Also Graham Hall fighting for the footy. And I think you'll find that the umpire in Ray Edwards, yes, Ray Edwards is still pretty happy with himself. He's going to call for a bounce down right in front of the Southwest Gippsland coach's box. And they're really giving Ray Edwards plenty. But Ray Edwards loves the camera. The bounce is a good one as well too. Woodman flicks the ball back looking for Coots, but it's well sharked there by Roseborough. It's a quick kick up there to half forward, looking there for young Hartley, but the ball bounces cruelly for that player, and we'll see a throw-in right in front of the Geelong District Football League coach's box.
Right, the throw-in, we see Big Wysack opposed to Vandersteen. The ball goes forward for Gippsland, picked up there by Hall, driven across towards centre half forward where we see in the van for Geelong is Nelson. He handballs it out, misjudged there, and we see the Gippsland regain control. Collard with a hand pass right into the square to the full forward, who puts it straight through the centre in the agency of Grigg, and that gives him his 4th goal for the afternoon, and takes Southwest Gippsland now on to 11-11-77, Geelong and District Football League 8-12-60, and that is on the guest video productions Geelong and District Football League Bingo Centre scoreboard. That one was too easy, Ron.
Far too easy. We've got, I would suggest, probably 16 minutes of football left in this interleague clash here this Sunday, June 10. Geelong and District are going to have to work a lot harder. They need 3 straight goals to retain the lead here, which they've enjoyed for a fair bit of the afternoon, but only time will tell.
Yes, bad kicking's bad football. They've kicked 2 goals 11 since quarter time, which is not helping their cause. Right, we see the ball up in the centre. Wysack goes up, taps the ball forward. It's brought out here by young Coots. Wysack's in there trying it again. The ball's flipped out there where we see Vandersteen going for the ball. Thorburn puts his body in first and smothers the ball. A pack develops and we'll see a ball up at centre half forward for the Southwest Gippsland side.
Did Glenn Thorburn deserve a free kick there? Was he ridden into the ground?
He was ridden into the ground. I think he was hoping for one. Let's put it that way.
The umpires have appeared to have swallowed their whistles at this midway through this final quarter, and I suppose it is a man's game, isn't it?
It is. Here we see Vandersteen knock the ball forward. Big Woodman picks it up, handballs it out. Coots is in control. A handball wide goes out where we see for Geelong Hart running across the centre there. Passes it down to Steve Delahan on the half forward line. Delahan kicks the ball long into the forward pocket. Up high for South Gippsland. They're unable to take the mark. Was
Robbie Cousins.
Robbie Cousins, was it? Right. In the meantime, we see a mark taken out there for Southwest Gippsland. He drives the ball down towards the wing. Nicely taken off the top of the pack there for Southwest Gippsland. Batten's in control of the ball. Has one bounce, running down the half-forward line. Centres the ball into where we see Collard take another overhead mark for the Southwest Gippsland side. Probably about 45 metres out and on a 45-degree angle.
Gee whiz, hasn't he played well? The drop punt. It's a beautiful looking kick. Just drifts across the face of goal. I think you'll find that the all clear has been made. Yes, it's a minus score.
Which now moves Southwest Gippsland onto 11-12-78 with Geelong and District Football League 8-12-60. Right, Fairchild kicks straight down the centre. In front of there we see for Southwest Gippsland taking a good strong overhead mark. Just can't pick up.
Could be Hall, I think.
Right, he drives it straight in towards the full forward line, but Big Woodman was harshly dealt with. The play-on's call. Ian Alley comes away with the ball down towards Troy Renfrey. It is picked up there for Geelong. A quick handball sees it comes out to David Roach, who handballs it across towards Mick Turner. He's under pressure. The ball kicked forward for Geelong. Renfrey takes a strong overhead mark. Looking to play on, but not allowed to. Yes, he does now with a handball out to Hart. Hart steadies now with a kick down towards the pocket. And we see Mitchell come out, unable to hold the mark. Picked up in defence for Southwest Gippsland, driven around there, around the wing where we see Cole Thorburn in the van. He takes a mark, a quick handball into the big fella from Woodman. He handballs to Coots, back to Woodman. Woodman straight down the centre towards the forward line, but the Gippsland side in defence, they're strong. They put the ball out wide where we see now Ostrom take the ball. He handballs it to a teammate who comes across, kicks the ball in towards the centre, and we see Hall take a mark. Right, Hall brings the ball across onto the half-forward line, and a nice mark taken there for Southwest Gippsland by Hartley. He handballs inboard to Rossenberg, who kicks down. Geelong unattended to take a mark in the agency of Coots. He handballs it out here. Oh, he took a long time to pick that ball up, the Geelong player. Kicks it down towards the centre where we see the big fellas fly. The ball comes to ground. There. Desperate are the Gippsland players with handball. They get it out, but it's picked up by Pilgrim. Kicks forward where we see a mark taken for Geelong by Steve Delahan. Steve Delahan with a pass, and he finds young Darren Fraser. Probably a little bit closer than centre half forward to near goal.
We'll be kicking from no more than 45 metres, directly in front. He's had a pretty good day in front of goal. 4 straight to this point. Geelong badly need another major at this stage of the game. The drop
Not a bad kick.
Looks pretty good from here. Splits the woodwork at Osborne Park.
That brings up Darren Fraser's 5th goal for the afternoon and brings Geelong a goal closer. Takes him on to 9 goals, 12, 66. Southwest Gippsland, 11, 12, 78. And that is on the guest video production Geelong District Football League Bingo Centre scoreboard.
We've gone 16 minutes of this final quarter. And Geelong and District needing at least 2 quick goals to have any opportunity of getting victory here this afternoon. Umpire McBurney puts the bounce down. It's a good one. Wyzak this time traps it straight down to where Coots has the ball stolen from him by Evans. Kicks to half forward. Collard beaten on that occasion by Nelson. Good football, Bobby Nelson. Kicks long to centre half forward. Troy Renfrey. No. Renfrey now, 60 metres out, sees the lead there from the big fella in Alford. The kick though too high. Alford lost the side of the footy for a moment. It's over the back of the pack, and Southwest Gippsland defenders happy to see the ball go over. No deliberate paid there on that occasion. Playing there by the Geelong District Football League forwards, but we'll see a throw in some 20 metres from their goal. Okay, we've got the ball now. Up over the top there was Ostrom again at number 23. No, I'm sorry, it was my old mate in Joyce. Joyce? No, it's his team. Number 24, Vandersteen. They're so big and cumbersome you get them mixed up. Vandersteen, over the top was Woodman. Gets it to Coots. So that was Cook actually on the forward line. Gets that to Renfrey. Renfrey flicks out to Delahunt. Does the banana bender, but it goes straight across the face of goal. And no, she didn't bend on that occasion. And the ball is some 30 metres on the member side of the ground. It went right across the face, and we'll see a throw-in take place now.
Right, with Vandersteen and Woodman in the ruck. Vandersteen grabs the ball, kicks smothered down there by Woodman. South Gippsland got the numbers at the ball. It's picked up for them there and driven round towards the wing. Up for Geelong and taking a nice mark is Andrew Buchter. He's played quite well since coming on in the second half. Centres the ball towards centre half forward. The big fella Woodman, is it? Yes, Woodman comes out and takes a nice mark, nice overhead mark.
Number 29.
And it's at number 29 again. I hope for previous number 29's sake he can kick a little bit better this time. Woodman lines him up 40 metres directly in front. Yes, he's got this one, and he's brought Geelong back into contention here, and that brings Geelong onto 10 goals, 12, 72. South Gippsland 11 goals, 12, 78, and that is on the guest video production scoreboard.
One kick in it. 18.5 minutes gone. Anybody's game of football.
Yes, we'll see who's got the leg weariness from here on in.
I'll get hold of that football, I'll break it.
Right, ball bouncing the centre, up they go. Wyzak kicks the ball forward. It's picked up by Alan Woodman again. A nice kick down towards the forward line. The players jostling down there. A free kick going South Gippsland's way in the last line of defence, and that is to Big Sharp. He kicks the ball out, and a mark taken out there on the half-back flank for Southwest Gippsland. Right.
Hartley it was too, and kicks long up there looking for his teammate who hasn't let him down either, and I would suggest that looks like Gambetta. Gambetta now goes up, and gee whiz, they're a bit loose at the present time. The Geelong District boys as the kick now goes to centre half forward. Oh, great
nice
mark. Taken there by Brett Evans. Strong overhead, and he's taken the ball right on the 50-metre line in front of Terry Hart. And Geelong District Football League don't really need this to happen.
No, they don't. They're a bit loose coming around there. Hart shot for goal. It's a big torpedo punt right down to the square. Here we see Fowler for South West Gippsland trap the ball. Screws it back over his shoulder. Oh, no, it has gone through for 1 point. Just for the split second, I thought Greg had got his hands to that one and marked it, but it slipped through. And another point to South West Gippsland. Takes them to 11-13-79 to Geelong District 10-12-72. The kicking by Fairchild brings the ball out here to the wing. It's picked up by David Cook for Geelong. Drives the ball to centre half forward.
In front was Delahunt, but couldn't take the footy. But again, the defence stands firm as we see Marcus Sharp now break clear on that left foot. Looks out there for Hartley, but chipping in there was Coots. The bounce was a cruel one for Coots, and we see Hartley now get a quick kick. Goes to where it's trapped sweetly by that player number 6, I think you'll see as Roseberg. Goes up to half forward. In front we see Nelson. Dummy around sweetly. Bobby Nelson kicks long up there for Bukta over the top. Knocks the ball forward. That was good play. David Cook hesitates, but Roach is giving support. Back to Woodman. Kicks long Woodman. Here's an opportunity for Darren Fraser if it'll sit right for him. It does, as we see now that Fraser goes inside to Pilgrim. Pilgrim over the top. Oh, Mitchell held without the ball. Play goes on. We see now that trapping the footy. We see number 15 coming clear again in Bassanak. Goes over the top, and a great mark has been taken by Batten. Plays on that left foot too, looks up the ground. Collard, oh, too good.
Yes, he manoeuvred well there.
Too good is young Collard, and he's taken the ball 60 metres out. Directly in front. And he's going to have a bit of a shot at these, is young Collard. Backing himself. Not a lot of movement on the forward line. The drop punt. It's a nice looking kick, but he's hooked it slightly and is offline for, I think you'll find, a minor score.
Which takes South Gippsland now to 11-14-80 to 10-12-72 on the guest video production scoreboard. Right, waiting. Right, the ball kicked in for Geelong there. Fairchild is having a run out at centre half back. The ball eludes him. Through goes Wiseack, misses the ball. Picked up by Collard. Oh, he ran into his own player there, unfortunately for him, after controlling that ball, and we'll see a ball up.
Well, that was absolute sheer bliss there. Skill. The ball was behind his back. He's flicked it over and still maintained control, but unfortunately, as you said, Barry, it's run straight to his own man, and we've seen a bounce. Batten thumps it forward, but Nelson's likewise good to the task. Hits it back to where it came. Shane Cooch now traps the footy, goes long out there looking for Delahunt and doesn't let him down. Stephen Delahunt now kicks the ball up. Renfrey's got 5 metres on his opponent. Takes the ball from 40 metres. Shoots it. Goal. It's a nice looking kick. Oh, he's broken the drought.
Nice goal there to Renfrey. And that was good play coming from the half-back line there by Geelong, which enabled that goal to be kicked. And that takes now Geelong to 11 goals at 12, 78 to South West Gippsland 11-14. 80 on the guest video productions GDFL Bingo Centre scoreboard, and we have been going 23 minutes in this final quarter. There's only a 2-point advantage now, so it's anyone's game from here on in.
It surely is, Barry, as we see that Alec Wiseack back on the ball doing battle with Brian Joycey. Wiseack gets the ball down. It's in there. Coots was trying to trap it, but again, numbers of players at the bottom of that pack. And umpire Ray Edwards has called for a bounce. Wiseack, the bounce favours Joycey, but Woodman's in there also. It comes down to where we see Hutchinson back on the ground for the Geelong District side.
Trapped.
But trapping it sweetly. I think you'll find that could be number 7 there in Gambetta. His kick's a poor one. Goes to Cook. He's got an option there for Fraser. Over the top there to Bukta. Under pressure. Great football there from that defender in number 17 in Chamberlain. Forces the ball now out of bounds and for a throw in 60 metres from the Geelong District goal.
This young Fraser with his handball there had the right idea, but it just didn't come off. Right, Joyce over the back, palms it down. In there for Geelong was number 26 in Greg Hutchison back on the ground, is it?
Yes, it is.
And the ball is smothered, and we'll see another ball up. Right. The umpire bounces the ball. Up they go. Woodman taps the ball forward. In for Geelong we see number 19 in the agency of Steve Delahunt. Kick the ball forward. Southwest Gippsland under pressure. Geelong have got the ball. A screw over the shoulder. There for Geelong by Pilgrim. Only 1 point. It was a good try there.
Great effort by Ronnie Pilgrim, the Bannockburn Ruck Rover. And only 1 point in it, Barry.
Yes, it's tight now, Ron, and we've been going in this quarter 25 minutes, so there can't be that much longer to go. I think this is crucial play here for Geelong. If they can get a mark here from this kick in and keep the ball up in their forward line,
Mark
they've got a
sharp.
chance.
What pressure
Right,
is there?
a short pass there, kicked out there, and I think that's Fowler out there that's taken a mark. Geelong not manning up. Right, Fowler kicks the ball down to the half-back line. And another uncontested mark out there to Southwest Gippsland. Here they are again with another man out there on his own. It's a big fella, Batten, who's taken a mark. Brings it across to the centre to a running player. He kicks the ball forward. Up the players go. The ball's punched out. Knocked forward by Southwest Gippsland. It's picked up here on the run. A short shot for goal, and I think he's dobbed it.
Great goal.
Yes, a good goal there to Southwest Gippsland. Gives them a bit of breathing space, and that takes them on to 12 goals, 14, 86. Geelong and District Football League, 11, 13, 79 on the guest production scoreboard.
Off the boot there of young Hartley, the interchange player coming on midway through that second quarter for the Southwest Gippsland side. And that just about could be the sealer at the 26-minute mark of this final quarter of this interleague clash. Bounce of the ball, and again we see that Wysack thumps it forward, but Batten reads it well. Kicks up to half forward. Pack of players fly. Terry Hart now in front, under pressure, kicks the ball back to the wrong way.
Well played by Fairchild.
Oh, well smothered though. Collard, that was great football. Back to Fairchild. Inside he goes. We've got an opportunity here for Nelson now. He kicks the ball long, but he doesn't get hold of it properly, and Batten again takes a fine grab in the heart of Osborne Park. Goes short looking for Joycey. Thulburn's there, taps it down, but breaking through strongly there was Attard. It's a quick kick now up to half forward. Coming through was Robbie Andrews, who's been a little quiet this afternoon. Traps it now, looks up the ground, sees it. Coots over the top. Great mark, Shane Coots. Plays on foolishly though. Got support from the captain there in Thulburn. Hurried kick. Hutchison can't trap it. Over there we see Woodman thump the ball forward, but it goes straight to Batten again. Kicks the ball long. Collard in front. Can't take the footy. He's got support though. Oh, Rosenberg, well collared. Play goes on. Batten's also in there, still fighting for the Geelong South West Gippsland side, as Bookter finally decides to kick it off the carpet. Goes to Woodman, under pressure. Just knocked the ball out, Allen. That's the boy. He hits it to where Bookter now, under pressure. Feeds off to where Cook got 5 metres.
Oh, no.
Feeds off the hand pass to Renfrey. Too much pace. Shoots now from 50 metres out.
Yes.
It's a nice looking kick. Yes, great goal, Troy Renfrey. He's second. And dearie me, not over yet.
No, it is not over, Ron. This is going right to the wire. It was good play then by Geelong. Woodman here battled, he dropped it, he kept going, he burrowed in and got the ball out to Buchner. And a quick handball, and they've seen the ball go up to Renfrey, and we've gone now 28 minutes into this quarter. We see Southwest Gippsland 12-14, 86, Geelong and District 12-13, 85 on the guest video productions scoreboard.
Our cameraman Noel Fanning has suggested the next goal will win, and I tend to agree with him.
Right, the bounce in the centre favours Joyce. He taps the ball down. Woodman taps it. Thulburn comes through, unable to get a kick. Picked up there for Gippsland. Woodman in. Wysack gets a kick. Drives it out to the half-forward flank. Unfortunately for Geelong, there's no one at home. Now the race for the ball. Coots goes in there. Well picked up for Geelong. A handball back into Renfrey. Renfrey kicks the ball towards centre half-forward. And the fullback comes out and takes a nice mark. He plays on with a long handball out here, and we see Clifford in the van. Clifford from the wing drives the ball in towards the centre. Big Wysack takes a great overhead mark. Plays on, drives the ball straight down the centre, where we see the Geelong players. Renfrey's in there, picked up scrambly play, and I think the umpire will come in and ball it up. There's the siren, Ronnie. There's the siren. with a 1-point victory to Southwest Gippsland, 12-14 to Geelong and District Football League, 12-13, 85. And that was on the guest video production, Geelong and District Football League Bingo Centre scoreboard.
Well, congratulations to the Southwest Gippsland League for a great game of football here this afternoon. They've been victorious by 1 solitary point. Commiserations to Mickey Turner and the Geelong and District boys, but it's been a very entertaining game of football here this afternoon at Osborne Park. We'll be back shortly to give you a summary of best players and goal kickers in our final wrap-up here this afternoon. Just a bit of a rundown on this afternoon's goal kickers and see who did all the damage here this afternoon at Osborne Park.
Well, for the Southwest Gippsland side, the centre half forward in Collard, he kicked 6 majors. He kicked 6 goals, 4. Then we had full forward in Greg, kicking a centre half forward. He played also, kicking 4 goals. And then we had 1 to Hall and Hartley. For the Geelong side, we had Darren Fraser kicking 5, 4 of which he got in the first quarter. 2 to Alan Woodman, 2 to Russ Mitchell, who come on after half-time from the interchange.
Did a good job too.
And 2 to Troy Renfrey, and 1 goal to Adrian Nealis. The centre forward, as I said, Collard kicking 6, I think was the main goal scorer. Now we go into the best players, Ron.
Yeah, best players, gee whiz. It was a pretty tough battle here today between the both sides. Very hard to pick up a best player on the ground for mine. I thought everybody contributed well, but I thought that Gary Fairchild for the Geelong and District side at fullback did a great job. Likewise, Andrew Bookter when he came on after half-time.
Yes, in the second half.
David Roach, half-back flank, geez, he burned all day. Very consistent 4 quarters. Rob Nelson, another player I thought that did well when he came onto the ground in that back pocket. Tried to nullify Collard late in the game, but the damage was already done.
He did the damage early.
And of course, number 28, the ruckman, Alec Wysack. Gee, what a champion.
I couldn't work that out. He rucked well all day. He got the knockout, but unfortunately all his good work went astray. Their little men picked the ball up in the centre and drove him into attack.
Well, the victors here this afternoon by that solitary point, Southwest Gippsland Football League, they've been ably assisted all day, as you've already mentioned, by that centre-half forward who kicked 6 goals, 4 for the game in number 14, and I'd say Robbie Collard. Great performance from him. He was ably assisted by his defenders in Dave Sherritt, also Damien Gambetta, also centreman in Graham Hall, I thought played pretty consistent football, number 16 all day. And I must mention too, Stuart Batten, number 13.
Yes, especially in that last quarter, he repelled Geelong 2 or 3 times there across that half-back line with timely marks and played quite well all day.
Yes, they say that number 13 Guernsey can sometimes be unlucky for some, and that's a bit of bingo talk, isn't it?
Yes, it is. That's true, Ron.
But gee whiz, he didn't let it worry him today.
No, he did not let it worry him today.
But look, just before we go into it, I think we've got an award here this afternoon for the best performer on the ground. It's proudly sponsored by Reese Plumbing Hardware and Guest Video. After a brief deliberation, Barry Walker and myself have decided that David Roach, for 4 consistent quarters across the half-back line for the Geelong and District Football League, wearing number 9, is going to be the best performer and will receive a lovely embossed glass mug for his efforts this afternoon. And let's hope that the Geelong and District Football League, Barry, can turn the tides on Southwest Gippsland next season.
Yes, it was quite a good game here today as the scoreboard with 1 point seen the result in their favour. I think Geelong kicked themselves out of it. They kicked 1 goal 10 at one stage there.
Yes, they did.
And some of those, should have been goals.
Well, as we see the final scoreline here showing, and that's a very good point that you made, Barry, with bad kicking. And I suppose one of the culprits who flashed in and out of the play all day was Troy Renfrey on that half-forward line. Kicked 2 lovely goals late in the game, but up to that stage he'd only managed 3 points. And I'm sure that had he been a little bit more accurate, he could have possibly won the game for them. But all in all, great game of football here at Osborne Park. I'm sure that Mick Turner would be very pleased, as well as Neville Whitley and the executives of the Geelong and District Football League, for the 22 players' efforts here this afternoon. But unfortunately, in this game of football, there can only be 1 winner on the day. And as we can see, that the only 1 solitary point. but I'm sure that the Geelong District Football League will only go in leaps and bounds in the coming years, and all the very best to the executive for their efforts for the remainder of this 1990 football season.
Yes, and I think we should congratulate South West Gippsland too on their commitment towards the game here today. It was fought right to the end, and you were talking here a moment ago about Troy Renfrew. Well, I think we've seen one of the great marks of the day here today with young Troy. He got right up over the pack there and go a long way to see a better marking in country football. It was a ripper.
Well, I noticed Donny Cole, the West Coast region from the BCFL, down here this afternoon, and again another winner, the Victorian Country Football League today, and I'm sure that this will only hold Australian rules football up the top where it needs to be. And I think, Barry, at this point,
well,
we might as well close.
Yes,
I think
Ron,
we've said enough here this afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon from me. Good afternoon, Noel. And
Well, it's been Ronnie Brain and
Barry Walker.
Noel Fanning, our technician cameraman, hoping that you've enjoyed this afternoon's call, and look forward to hearing from you during the week on purchasing these lovely copies available for you at $30. That's including postage. So give us a call on 053, I should say 052 430653, and whenever you're looking for that game of bingo, 218 484, the GDFL Bingo Centre.